Hey everyone. Okay, today I'm going to show you how to make a streamer. This is probably the easiest streamer you could make. Well, maybe not. I don't know. It's fairly simple. It doesn't take much. You will need a few things. Obviously, you're going to need some silk. So right here, I have 5 yards of dyed silk. So this particular silk is a 5 mummy weight silk, and it's been vat dyed. So basically what that means is I dyed it on the stove in a large pot. Pretty straightforward. I used acid dyes for this particular silk. You can use fiber reactive dyes if you would like, but I just used my acid dyes. So basically, I cut 5 continuous yards of the silk, and this part of the silk is, manufactured this way, so you don't have to do anything to the edges of it. But where you cut it, where you rip it, tear it, however you cut your silk, that end will need to be stitched. I used I used a cotton thread, but for whatever the reason, it did not take the dye. Typically cotton thread does. So I'm not really sure. I don't know. I think I got duped on this last order of thread that I bought for whatever the reason. It's fine. It's not a big deal. So this thread actually is white. I would prefer it to be red. Again, not a big deal. So I serged the ends here. And so like I said, 5 yards here. What else you're going to need is acrylic rods. Now this particular rod is a 1/2 inch thick. This is thicker than what you need. I got this thinking I needed it a 1/2 inch thick, but I mean, I could probably do a 1/4 inch and it would be just fine. But you do have a great grip. So if you want something with a little bit more of a grip in your hand, a 1/2 inch rod's good. Obviously, you're not going to want people like in your close proximity when you're using this anyways, because the 5 foot of or 5 yards of silk is very long, and so you're going to need space to use this in. So hopefully you're not near anybody when you're using that, because you don't want to, whack somebody in the head. This comes in 6 foot lengths, and you have to cut it down. There's a couple of ways you can do it. You can use a saw, like a table saw, where it comes down and you saw. Sorry, my alarm went off and it shut my phone down or my video down. So you could use a saw where you pull it down and it saws it, and that will give you a perfect straight cut. That's probably ideal. I have one. However, I don't know how to use it quite yet. My brother's going to teach me one day. So right now I have a brand new saw sitting on a table and it just collects dust. One day I'll start using it. But I cut this with a Dremel, and it's just it comes in a black bag. It's got many different tools, many different attachments on the Dremel. I used the little saw blade attachment to cut it in half, which was super easy. I measured this out to be 19 inches in length. And then at my 19-inch mark, I drew a little line with my Sharpie marker, took my Dremel and just zipped right through this end. And then this comes out, so it probably won't come out rough if you use your saw, just because it's very quick. It's much more powerful than a Dremel. With the Dremel, I had to kind of go around the edges, and so it took a minute, and it left some really hard plastic on the edges. I'm going to show you a small clip because there's no sense in you watching the entire thing. It's kind of long, but I'll show you kind of what it looks like when you've cut it, and then I'll show you what it looks like what you have to get off of there. I'll put that in just a moment, but once you've cut it, you're going to need to use it's like a nail file, like the Dremel file in the nail salons with the round little sandpaper bit on it. So I use that to smooth out my edges, And then once I've smoothed out my edges with that, just a smooth, very fine grit sandpaper, and that smooths it out nice. And so now there's no rough edges that are going to catch the silk. It's super smooth. So once you have your rod, actually let me put that clip in here that shows you when I use the Dremel and when I use the sanding tool. Do not touch. Don't touch it. If you're going to do this, do not touch that. Let's see if we can break it from here. Oh. Okay, so now you see how easy it is to use the Dremel and the sanding tool. I'll put links to both of those in the description below if you don't have access to a handsaw or like the big power tools, or if you don't know how to use them, you don't have one, whatever. This is a super cheap way to get the job done. It probably just takes a little bit of extra time, but not a whole lot. So anyways, we have 19 inches here. The next thing we're going to use is this. And this is some shrink plastic. This shrink plastic you can get through US Plastics, which is my go-to. I love using them. They're a great company. They have great values. They stand behind their products. So you're going to measure about 4 inches, and you're going to put your silk about 4 inches onto your rod. And so I will cut off about 4 inches of silk. I'm just eyeballing this. So I have about 4 inches here. Just use my scissors to open it. Now, there's a couple of ways you can do this. The first time I did this, I thought, well, maybe I need to make the silk stick to the rod before I put this on it. And so I used some E6000 to do that. Then I realized I did it all wrong and had to pull it apart, and that was a sticky mess. And so then I ended up just cutting my silk and starting over. So I would not recommend gluing it, just because if you make a mess, you're going to want to be able to fix it. So I'll go ahead and tell you what not to do. And I'm telling you this because I learned from my own mistake. I thought I could just roll this up on here, kind of like this, and like keep it all in the same. And I thought, hey, that'll be super easy. I can roll it up, slide it on, and then we would be just fine. And so that was my goal. In fact, that's exactly what I did. So I had it all rolled up, and then I stuck this little thing on just like this, and it was perfect. And I sealed it shut. The problem is it was all rolled into itself. And while I could open it up to use it, and it stayed open partly, it didn't stay open long, and it was just like one thick ribbon, as opposed to having moments where it looked nice and wide and very flowy. And so then I pulled it apart. That's when I glued it on, and I had to cut it out. So I don't recommend doing that. So then I thought, well, maybe I thought about folding it in on itself a little bit, and then that way the two ends would be here, but it still ended up rolling in. So what I found was the easiest thing to do. This is the hardest part, but it still works. So I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to turn it around so you can see what I'm doing. Let's see. Hold on a minute. Okay. So to give you an idea of how I did this to make it work, you take your silk, I'm trying to see what we can see here. You take your silk And you want these two ends to not be rolled in on each other. You kind of want them to be away from each other so that you're going to have like an opening in your silk once you get past your rod. So what I did was I kind of done it like this, and then I just kind of shove it all in there. So I'm kind of doing like an accordion fold. Okay, so now I have like that accordion fold, and now, so it's not perfect, and that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect because that's not what you're going to see. And so now we have this, and you see how it fans out and nothing's rolling in on itself. So it's not rolling inwards, it's not rolling backwards, it's just kind of fanned out. Before it was all kind of twirled up. So now I have, let's see, I have a little more than I need. So this is about the edge of the rod, and here's kind of where my silk ends. So basically I'm going to take this and I'm going to slide it on. And this is where you kind of just have to finagle your silk down in there and just kind of push it until it all fits. This was the hardest part for me. It was easier when I used the glue, but then I felt like it was easier when I used the glue, but then again, I felt like the glue kind of made me make mistakes. So here we go. All right, so my rod is here, but I need this whole thing to shift up. I was just shoving some of that silk in. So now my rod, the tip of my rod is right there where my thumb's at, and it lines up. I don't want this to go over the rod because I don't want it to dig into the silk, so I want it to come right under the tip of the rod. So now you're going to use a heat gun, and this is the heat gun that I have. Again, I'll put a link to that on in the description. You don't have to put any special attachment on it. We're just going to heat this up, and it's going to shrink right down. The only thing I would say is be careful that you don't put a lot of heat directly on the silk for a long period of time. And this just shrinks really down, shrinks down really nice. I would have tried to push that back up in there. Let me try to get that in there before we finish. There we go. All right, once it's all done, it is super hot. So you want it to cool off. Now there is a little lip right here, and that's been on all of the ones that I've made. It's fine, it doesn't do anything. I may could go down a size on this, but it's not coming off. It is on there, so you don't have to worry about it coming off. It is a tight fit, and but yes, I may could go down a size on this pipe, But what I have right now, I have a good bit of it, so I don't want to waste it. I'm just going to use what I have for now. But if you wanted to try to go down a size, you most certainly could do that. But yeah, that is how we make it. I don't think I told you that this is 36 inches in width. So a full 36 inches in width, and then 5 yards in length. That's it. That is how you create these beautiful streamers. I love them. If you decide to try it, let me know. I'd love to see what you come up with. Obviously, you don't have to just do it a single color. You could do it any color. You could do any design on it that you wanted. But obviously, single color is easy, especially if you're just giving it a go for the first time. This is a lot of fabric to dye in certain patterns, so you have to take that into consideration if you're trying to do something on a large scale. But this stuff is so beautiful. I love how these flow. Aren't they beautiful? Look at that. Love it. So pretty. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm not even in the camera. Sorry. If you have questions, let me know. And I will do my best to answer those for you. And maybe next time I'll fix myself up. I've been at work all day. We've been on fire watch at work. Our alarms aren't working, and so we have to walk through our community every 30 minutes until we get it fixed. So yeah, it's been a long day. I hope this helps. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. Leave those in the comments. I'll be sure to get back to you. And I'll also leave links to all of the things that I've used in this video if you want to make purchases to do this on your own. All right, we'll talk to you soon.